how live we are.
Hopefully live enough.
Hopefully.
Okay. Well, because they've been having difficulty loading. Oh, I do see us.
Enough. Hey!
Hopefully.
Okay. Okay, yes, we are live and we are on stream. Hello, everyone.
Perfect.
Very sorry
Hello.
for that delay. But we're all here, and we are about to, rather than playing the normal game that we have, Team Genius, we're going to be taking a little break and playing from the Retroverse. Leading us through this is going to be Chandra, if you would mind taking it away.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to be running this while George gets prepped and stuff. Sorry, I'm just sitting up now because better for posture. And I'll be running, so Test Wave 2 by Snigglestocks is a mod on D&D 5e where things are just much more rad and retro. And I'll be running the let's just call it's not a one shot, but I'll be running the little campaign from the book called Warren's Grove. And well, let's introduce the characters first, starting with George, or EM.
Yep. So, my character, you can just call me M, is a rebooted. He's he's a body that's come back to life, and now most rebooted tend to be skeletons, but this one seems to have been left out in the desert somewhere and is a bit of a mummy. His skin, his body is all desiccated, and he has strange purple markings all over his body, almost like woad. Mo- you can see on his back is a huge pack. Also, by the way, I'm playing a glitch hunter. Basically, anything that seems to stand out from the way that the world's supposed to be, that's kind of what I hunt down. Bounties, random things, whatever strikes my fancy, I hunt. Currently, right now though, I'm dressed in just what looks like some odd futuristic jogging shorts, a small a small mask that only covers one eye but has a clear crystal lens, a very large brimmed hat, and a leather trench coat. On my back is a odd looking crossbow. It almost looks like a musket with a bayonet at the end of it, and that's all you can really see.
All right, and we'll do next Effa Krutz.
Eva Kreutz.
Eva Krutz. I can't say the weird noises.
I'm playing.
Exactly.
I'm playing a Fire Genasi sorcerer, Eva Kreutz, or Kreutz, if you want to use the proper
Kreutz.
German pronunciation. And she is an angsty teenager with a buzz cut, and when she uses her powers or gets emotional, her eyes like glow with as if there was like a fire in them. She has very pale skin, and she also wears a leather jacket and has more of a punk rocky appearance, ripped jeans, combat boots. Her favorite color is black until she finds something darker. And a general visual reference, if you've seen Deadpool, Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Oh god.
And Ellie.
Ellie is a aquawade deep fragger who is
Penny, you're roboting out on us?
around. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
And he's a Warforged.
Yeah. Ellie is a aquaway deep-waggled who likes to run around and try and find any corruption that she might come across and try to snuff it out. She has purplish red hair, a green shirt on, and purple skirt and tights, and at first glance you can probably see the hammer that's hanging um from her waist.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I just it's a running joke in our Retroverse group that in all of in the 3 games they've running, every single defragger has been a Wanari. And so I just posted into our chat, holy shit, guys! My game has in my game, our group has a defragger that isn't a Wanari, and the first two replies are "you lie" and Aya replying back with "fucking lying."
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. All right. Well, let's begin. So, I'll give the basic overview of this whole thing, which is Warren's Grove appears at seemingly random times throughout the Retroverse, never in the same spot, and never for more than a few days. Its mythological descriptions lead many to believe that it is just a tall tale, but it has appeared yet again, and you are the one of the few who know where to find it. The Grove is a very simple place. It features a small lake, a shallow stream, and 3 small castles. The castles, colored yellow, white, and black, are not castles in the traditional sense. They serve as gateways to an unknown challenge. What is inside the castle may not always match what is outside. The nature of the challenge is impossible to know before entering, and dozens of different settings have been recorded, with very few duplicates over time. Each time Warren's Grove appears, it is always preceded by a local item of great value being stolen. The item is whisked away into the Black Castle, and, if not recovered before the grove vanishes again, stays there forever. Only one group of heroes has ever recovered the stolen item, and they refuse to speak of it before their eventual deaths. You know its location, a burgeoning forest within the Vector Wilds, because of the letter you received. In a small outpost of Cough Keep, a local farmer by the name of Wyatt Ferris reported his prized possession stolen, his duck. The duck has been with Ferris for years, and had even saved his life on several peculiar situations. In terms of sentimental value, it was easily the most valuable item within Cough Keep. The letter from your dear friend Wyatt has implored you and several other of his close kinsmen to help him in his plight. For one reason or another, you have agreed. Did you come to help your friends? Did you come for glorious challenge? Do you wish to have your name remembered as one of the few to surmount Warren's Grove? Whatever the reason, you make haste and find yourself there, with a few days to spare before it disappears again. So let's just do a quick. So I'd probably I am definitely dropping this on you, but let's hear this. What is each of your guys? What reasons would each of you been coming here for?
Well, M's probably coming here because, well, this seems like a glitch. The fact that it just keeps disappearing and stealing stuff, so he's gonna go in and he wants to try and get to the bottom of this. Also, if he's still in there when it's gone, that means that he's safe from the person chasing him. So, it's worth it either way. I mean, what has he got to live for? He's dead.
If I owes Wyatt because he took her in when she was homeless and suffering from a really bad lung infection, and basically saved her life. She knows. She even knows that dog. She's seen it, so she's like, "Oh well, it's kind of not really what I'm doing." I don't know. Like, I mean,
So-
it's It's a nice deck, but
So what
it's
you're
not
saying
that
is
nice.
that
But
you might.
I'm doing it for Wyatt.
You say it might not be all it's quacked up to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, you guys get to suffer through my puns, and there's nothing you can do about it.
If we make puns, do we get temporary hit points instead of suffering
Oh no,
psychic
no.
damage?
You all take psychic damage. By the way, if
If you make a pun,
if I make a pun, you all take psychic damage.
in real life,
Yes. And Ellie, what are you doing here?
I think by this point I'm immune.
Ellie is healed because Wyatt is a friend of a friend. She has heard many stories about Wyatt and his farm, and when she gets the letter, she is determined that she wants to help in any way that she can.
All right. Well, and I'm going to read another little excerpt because I love reading this stuff. You arrive at Warren's Grove perfectly in time with the other summoned adventurers. You all share one thing in common, a connection to Wyatt. Because of that, it is likely that you have at least heard of each other. Some of you may even be friends. After passing through the narrow break in the greenery that surrounds Warren's Grove, sorry, one sec. You come to a place of beauty. Birds sing in the distance, small bugs fly about, and the smell of pine and clean water is fresh in the air. You can see 3 colored castles, white, black, and yellow, each different heights skirting the edges of this place. There is a large tree slightly off-center in this clearing. Several small bridges cover a narrow creek teeming with life. You can see a tent ahead next to a smoldering fire. The messiness of the tent surrounding rings to you as a calling card of Wyatt. At first glance, though, Wyatt is nowhere in sight.
I'm gonna make a. Can I make a perception check to try and see it, or to
Yep,
look around
sure.
for him?
Yep.
Perception. That's a 12.
All right. Well, you can see once I'm just going to scroll up a moment. You start there. Well, you can see up ahead. Obviously, there's some bridges. There's some stuff ahead of you, but at this point, you're a little too far to tell anything, and pretty much things seem pretty serene aside from, Wyatt's campsite, which is obviously a mess.
Eva pulls out a cigarette, sticks it in her mouth, and lights it on fire with just a flick of her finger. Then she calls out, "Wyatt, where the fuck are you?"
Ellie's going towards the tent.
Okay, so 1 second. So, as you guys move, I'm assuming all of you are going to move closer too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, as you guys move closer, you make it to the small stream where there are 5 bridges, one of which seems to have crumbled from something, and another which seems to be slowly breaking apart. The 3 there all seem pretty stable though, and you can see as you approach the stream, it's not deep or rapid, and you can see small fish nibbling at the water's surface. And just over closer, you're moving closer and closer to Wyatt's tent.
M pulls out a flail, a flogger-looking flail. It's gold and purple wrapped, and just dips it in the water, trying to troll for the fishes, just to try and get them to follow it.
Yep, they kind of nibble at it a few times and are kind of following it around, and they seem like they're both they're being a bit playing around with it a bit.
He taps a small little metallic rod at his side, but thinks better of it for the moment and just continues walking on.
All right. So you guys move closer till you guys make it to the tent. And there you see a tent with some provisions laying around. A small ring of stone surrounds a burnt out fire. There are bottles of various sizes and colors sitting in the grass outside the tent. Can you please give me an intelligence check?
M doesn't really care. You get a 4.
8.
And you, Ellie?
11.
All right. Well, you rolled just enough to get it. You can kind of see 2 of the bottles are healing potions.
Okay.
Second. And around there, you still hear through Effa's, right? Effa. Shouts, there's no response back yet. And you don't see him, but the tent has been closed up.
So it doesn't look like he left in a hurry or anything, or like.
It seems weird that he would leave without at least taking his tent with him.
Okay.
If that opens up the tent.
What was you gonna say, George?
Oh no, M was gonna do the same thing. He was gonna pull off the bayoneted crossbow and just walk into the tent.
All right. Well, what is everyone's passive perception first?
14. As he
12.
and as he barges in, M's just going to go, "Get up, trooper! Get up, trooper!
All right.
Stand to attention."
Show me your war face.
Gee, that's got no chill.
All right. Well, you rolled high. You have a high enough passive perception, the both of you, that you will not be at they will not get an advantage for this. However, when you open the tent up, you see 3. Let me just check the names of them. Oh, I have it right here. I'm dumb. Jeez. Neo bandits, and they lunge out and attack you. Everybody roll initiative as I roll attacks.
Natural 20, so 22.
Damn. Okay, so first one hits, second one. Effa, what is your armor class?
16.
All right, one moment. All right.
And I have a 17 from initiative.
That'll just barely miss. One sec, sorry, I'm just doing the 2 attacks. That one will miss, and that one will miss. All right, so one of them hits you, M.
What do you roll?
A 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Jeez, those people are loud out there. And they deal a 5 points of damage to you.
Okay. Ouch.
All right, so what is everyone's initiative again? Just so I can, actually, I'll say this. I'll do the same thing as you. Does anyone have above a 20?
Yeah. I have a 22.
All right.
I think with only 3 of us, it might actually be easiest to just go around. And ask
well,
each individually.
I'm actually, it doesn't really matter. What do you have?
17.
Okay.
13.
And you, all right.
Where's my
G1, G2. All right. So, M, you're first.
How many of them are there?
There are 3 of them.
3 of them. Okay, I'm trying to find, do you have the spell description on you or open for Bloodshot?
Not currently. Herrick, could you open that? Because I.
Yep.
Perfect.
One
Thank you.
moment.
I'm unfortunately with my PDF, I can't open multiple copies of the same PDF.
Okay, because I'm attempting to find it, because I know you sent that to me as well.
Yeah.
Bloodshot, was it?
Yes.
Bloodshot. Yep.
There it is. Yeah, it's a 15-foot cone with a dexterity save. It deals 2d6 necrotic damage and 1d6 piercing damage on a fail save for half as much on a successful one.
Okay, so
And
15
you
foot.
take 2 points of damage.
Yep, I know
Necrotic damage.
that.
Okay.
However, so I am going to cast that 15-foot cone. That'll use up a first level spell, and because it's necrotic damage being dealt to myself as an undead, I heal that instead.
Hera has so many problems with this that thing on the restless, and if our DM from the other thing is watching, she has serious PTSD because she tried to attack our restless with a ghost and critted him, only to heal him for like 30 points of HP.
He
What is
never
your
felt
save?
better in his life.
My
What is your save?
DC is 14.
All right, that's 1 fail, 2 fails, 1 pass.
And what'd you say for the damage, Hera?
2d6 necrotic, 1d6 piercing.
Okay, so that's 5 piercing and 5 necrotic.
5 piercing, 5 necrotic, 10 total damage. All right.
Yeah.
Well, the 2 that failed look pretty rough. And is that your turn?
That was my action as a bonus action plus 1. It's the first range attack per turn. I have no other action. I have no bonus action I can take, but I still have my odd-looking bayoneted crossbow out.
All right. Aetha.
Since we just had one AoE ability shot in there, I'm just gonna follow up with another one and gonna cast Burning Hands as Eva just like takes a step back and is like, "How rude!" and just extends her hand, and there's it's a DC 13, by the way, because she's using her innate casting of Burning Hands.
All 3 of them fail, so I rolled only single-digit numbers.
So that's 3d6 fire damage. That was 10 damage.
All right. All of them, just as you fire this off, all 3 of them just go up in flames. And during that point, when you do that, the tent also catches.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Did you really have to use fire on canvas?
It's what I do. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Can I make an attack of opportunity against her with my crossbow?
She's not moved out of your range, and I don't think you make attack of opportunity with the ranged weapon.
Yes, I do. Quick draw. Attack of opportunity with a ranged weapon and melee without disadvantage.
She's not left your melee range, though. All right, Ellie.
Do I really need to cast Calm Emotions here?
Oh,
she's already ready for this.
I'm not angry. I'm just upset.
I can, however, I'm going to cast Control Flames to.
It's not your. You already used your action.
Oh, I thought we were out of initiative.
No, it's Ellie's turn now.
All right.
I did just say, Ellie, your turn.
I'm sorry.
So you currently the tent is currently burning.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can do anything about that.
you could always take an action just to try and pat it out.
Yeah, these two seem like they have the bandits under control. She's gonna try and pat the tent out.
I mean, the bandits are very much under control. They're currently crispy bacon, so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you take the action, you start patting the flames out, and yeah, no, you get them down.
Okay.
See, it wasn't that bad. Maybe you're afraid of fire.
I'm not afraid of fire.
Oh my god, you're afraid of fire. That's funny.
I'm not afraid of fire.
Sure.
You just have no control over yourself.
Hey, I have all the control. I don't know what you're talking about.
It could have been a lot worse.
What else was I supposed to do?
Not
All right. So one moment. So
I say there are
M.
probably holes in the canvas from my bloodshot.
Yeah.
So all three of you, as you kind of like at least patting out. M, you are hit by a crossbow bolt, deals 5 damage.
Damn
Effa,
it.
you are hit by a crossbow bolt, dealing 9 damage. And
Ow.
Ellie, you are hit by a crossbow bolt that deals 4 damage.
I'm gonna turn. Was I shot in the back or the front? Or
The
the
back.
side? I'm going to immediately whip around and look for the attackers.
Roll me perception, all of you.
Damage was it?
That's a 15 for M.
All of you get it. You can see that
Got a 16.
16. All right. Well, anyone who can rolls above a 15, or I fear you guys are going to just tell them anyways. So is that they can't. That there are 3 of more of them standing beside, like on a tree, like hiding in a tree, and that's how they got the drop on you. And with that, that is their turn. Back up to the top. M.
How far away are they?
They are about 20 feet away.
Sleep.
Tree's pretty close. All right.
And that's 5d8 for, if I'm remembering correctly, for sleep.
I think so. I can't remember. It's
17, 23. So 25 hit points worth of enemy just falls asleep in that tree.
all right. So 2 of them just drop from the tree. They wouldn't have been high enough to take damage. So, however, the third stays awake.
And I'm going to use my move action to move over to both of them and just covering them with the... It looks like a musket he's wielding.
All right. It's now Effa's turn.
So 2 just dropped out of the tree,
2 fell out of the tree, put to sleep.
and 1 is still up in the tree.
1 is still up in the tree. Yes.
Okay, I am going to firebolt the one that is up in the tree.
No more fire.
Oh, the fire. Roll to hit.
That was terrible. 11.
That's a miss.
That's my turn. I'm gonna stay here.
We need
Tent
to
no
take
longer
away
burns,
her
so it's
fire.
fine.
You put her on timeout. All right. And Ellie.
Okay. Don't know how far. I Can a short bow go 20 feet?
Oh, yeah. No, you're more than covering that range.
Okay. She will take out her short bow and shoot the one in the tree.
All right, roll to hit.
$18.
That's a hit.
Okay. How do I do this? Don't know. Sorry, I'm looking it up. I don't
It's all
know
good.
the damage. Okay, 1d6. Six points of damage.
All right. Yeah, you deal a good hit, and you just kind of see the bandit clutch where you hit and just
Okay.
kind of cry out in pain. And then it's their turn. Well, what's that? All right. Well, the only bandit currently conscious, because do they get saving throws? No, they don't.
Nope, they're
They have
just
to make a
asleep.
rousing. They have to be
They take
roused.
damage, yeah.
The one will drop his weapon and hold his hands up, and just kind of look and slowly climb down the tree, more or less, when on feet down, hands still in the air, no weapons. What do you do?
Can I tell this if this was the one that shot me or not?
Let's call 1, 2, or 3.
2.
All right. If it's 2, if I roll a 2, or if I roll 4, 3 or 4, then it is.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
I shoot him point blank.
Roll to hit with disadvantage.
All right, it's disadvantage. You know what? I spear him with that bayonet.
All right.
No, I don't. I stabbed the tree beside him.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Oof.
That's a total of 7.
All right, yeah, you definitely missed.
That was totally on purpose.
And do either of you two do anything, Effa or Ellie?
I will keep
sorry.
my
I mean,
short bow
Wait, hold
up.
on, one at a time. Let's do Effa first, and then Ellie, okay? Just to follow kind of rough.
yeah, so since he gave up, Effa's going to pick up the cigarette butt she dropped earlier when she was suddenly attacked and relight it. Yeah, that was really rude by those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Also, where's Wyatt? You there? Coward who gave up? Didn't fight us to the death and got burned. I missed on purpose, by the way.
He's kind of not, well, he's right there, and he kind of points beside the tree. And if
Did you
either of you...
talk? Or just what are you pointing at?
He did say he's right there, Hera.
Oh,
Yes.
I actually did not hear that you said that.
He said he's right there and points behind the tree.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Effa goes to walk around the tree.
All right. And Ellie, what are you going to do? And also, sorry, hold on. Just wait a moment. Go ahead.
She will keep her short bow up, but will walk towards them.
All right. Yeah, no, the two are currently asleep, but the other one seems to have given up at this point, though he is watching M with intensity, kind of like he's kind of staring at M, keeping an eye on him.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out. I have a set of shackles. So are they wearing belts?
1 second, let me just check what the pictures of the Neo Bandits look like again. Eric, you look at the picture because I can't change. I don't want to really change my place.
1 moment.
It'll be don't actually never mind. Wait, don't do it because it'll give you the stat block and such.
That's true.
Never mind. 1 second, I'm gonna look it up just to get a general look of them. Let's just go with yes, no matter what it is. Yeah.
Okay. So what he's going to do is he's going to he's going to shackle the one who's still awake. But what he's going to do is shackle his arms around both of them and then loop the shackles through their belts. And then he's going to and then he's going to just tie off their belts a little bit more, just so it's very hard for them to get out.
All right. And kind of the bandit at first is kind of like, I'm just gonna leave. We're just gonna leave.
Yeah, we want you to leave after we've left. We don't want you to leave before we've left. Also, your crossbows, I'm going to take all the bolts from them. You can keep the crossbows.
All right. Well, you get a total of about 20-ish crossbow bolts.
Find Wyatt behind the tree.
1 moment. As you round the corner, you do see Wyatt by the tree. He has been bound and gagged and, tied up. But he seems all right. And the moment he sees you, kind of just, you hear the, and kind of like, he wiggles a bit, Happy to see you.
Yeah, she's going to message her. Hi there. And then it's going to pull out one of her daggers and is going to get rid of what's binding him. Like first the gag and then the rest of it. Don't move.
He just nods.
What did I say? Don't move. I have to cut the gag. I don't want to cut open your cheek. Yeah, she does that. I assume, I hope I can do that without making a check.
Oh yeah, you don't need to roll for that. It's a basic action. You don't need to roll for that. So, then I'm just going to kind of give a quick description of what Wyatt is like. Well, he's a human, and you would know he is also a wizard. It's kind of hard to place on how old he is, because his appearance just always seems to be shifting ever so slightly every time you look at him. His robe is a dull orange and shiny green, and I mean, you would know this, Effa. He is very fond of duck puns.
Oh no.
This is, and I want to point, this is not me writing this character. This is actually in the book.
Oh,
and he's kind of, when you cut the, I'm assuming you cut the mouth gag first and then the hands?
Yeah.
All right. He's kind of, when you chop, thank you. Waits for you to cut the rope. Says, just kind of, rubs his wrists. I didn't think I was going to be getting out of there, but here you are. Thank you.
No problem.
Really thought my goose was going to be cooked there.
There it is.
There it is.
Whack.
You can see on Eva's face that she's contemplating of putting the mouth gag back in.
I figured those bandits would commit a crime most foul with this.
Oh my gosh.
What were they
However,
after?
Oh, that I have the key for the Yellow Castle. They were trying to get into the castle.
Why do you have it?
I mean, I found it. It was left with me in replacement, I guess, for my the duck that was
I
stolen.
have a question. Is this duck? Is this like an actual duck, or is it like a rubber ducky, or is it like a porcelain duck? Do you know this? I should know this.
It is an actual duck. Actually, no, hold on. Let's take the meme here. There, it's a stuffed duck.
It's stuffed. So
Oh,
it is a real duck, or
No,
was
so-
once at least.
No. It's not a taxidermized duck. It is a stuffed animal duck.
Oh my
You would
God.
know
Is it named Winston?
You would know he calls it Winston.
Yes.
oh.
I have to actually tag Callie for that.
Yes, Winston.
So we're here to save a stuffed animal.
He'll just look at you. Winston is not a stuffed animal. Winston has been a very, very avid companion and has saved me
Yeah.
many times.
Come on now, Winston's a family member. You don't leave family behind.
Hey, I was just asking to make sure I had the description right. I don't care what we're saving. We're going in there. That's interesting. I just wanted to make sure I brought out the right duck.
Yeah, it's a stuffed
Well-
animal, but he's
well-
kind of personal about it. Just
He'll just kind of, well, that certainly fits the bill for what I was asking for. Now, he'll just kind of rub his hands together and stand up, brush off his cloak a little, and he'll be now. Would you guys like to come back to my thing? I can get you some potions before you head to the castle.
ooh, I like potions.
Not those
That would
kind
be
of
good.
potions, Effa.
Oh, getting my hopes up and then
The
dash
ones that
them
make you
all.
that heal your wounds, not the ones that you seem to like a lot.
Hey, I was talking about those potions. They also heal wounds.
Not
Yeah.
the interior wounds, though.
They don't really heal them as much as just mask them.
And actually, and they'll look to you, M, and say, "And I have something special for you as well, because I know that you can't really use these."
Yeah.
So he will give each of you 3. I think. Let me read. Yeah, let's do 3, just to keep it safe for you guys. 3 pots of healing, and for you, M, 3 pots of healing that do necrotic damage rather than healing.
3
So we
pots of
shouldn't drink
necrotizing
this.
bacteria.
Pretty much. What was that, Hera?
We shouldn't drink his because we would take 2d4 plus
Yes.
2
Yeah.
necrotic damage.
Let's not mix them up.
Yeah.
And he even says
Don't
too,
take
if you'd
these.
like, you can probably take a quick rest here. Feel better. You know,
Yeah, we should totally like catch up.
running
Yeah.
running headlong into battle really isn't a good idea. And
You know,
he'll
I kind of
start-
need to repeat it.
And then he'll walk up to his tent and go, "What did you do to my tent, Effa? Why did you light it on fire?"
He poked the holes in it and she points to him. There were people in there and I
Hey.
burned them. I mean,
I gave you a
can't see the
sunroof.
corpses? Can't you see the corpses? That's like, you know, crispy bacon. That's what I do.
Yeah, we should get rid of them.
I think you once told me I shouldn't kill people, but
Oh, come on. What's a murder every now and again?
it wasn't
Sometimes
murder. It
people
was
need it.
self-defense. They attacked first. I want to have that clear.
Yeah.
I didn't
It was
murder them.
so fun.
On shot first. Is that what we're trying to get clear?
Yes,
Well,
it was self-defense. I did not murder them. Those days are long past me. For the most part.
He'll give you a look, and you know this look because you've lived with him for a moment. He says, smiles, says, "I trust you."
I didn't have an accident in over a year, okay? I do need to repeat class, but that's not because I killed someone. I just didn't go to a lot of them, so
M is currently
We'll talk about your school situation later.
M's currently stripping out of the few clothes he has on and putting on his raider armor, which looks to be a pair of what used to be white pants. They're now a little bit faded, a red, very antiquated looking military jacket, and now with the bayonet, he looks like a British infantryman. But it's very torn up.
I'm just so Winston's a whole joke. What Callie, had not joke. It's part of her one of her characters, and so I just filled her in on that. I'm using Winston in our game as the MacGuffin, pretty much, and she's very happy about it. All right. So I'm assuming all of you. I'm gonna give you all a long rest. I'm not gonna lie. I know how brutal this thing is, and I'm not gonna try and kill you guys. At least yet.
No promises later.
No promises later. I mean, this is a perfect opportunity to get Hera back.
What?
I said, I'm not going to kill you yet. That's later. And this is a perfect chance to kill you back.
Well, I get one thing back, which is nice, and my HP, which is nicer.
But yes,
And
also, I will point
before we-
for... Go ahead, George.
Before we take the long rest, Em is actually going to do a quick, just 10-minute patrol around the tent itself, and alarm will be cast.
Okay. Actually, while you do that, Em, can you do me a favor and roll a perception check at disadvantage?
11 that's going to be an 11. That was a 16, so 15 total.
All right. And secondly, can you get me insight? Let's do that.
Okay, let's take a look at this insight. How am I with that? Insight. I'm actually good with this. That's a 16.
All right. You can't see anything, but you feel something is watching you. You got the feeling like somebody's watching you. You ain't got no privacy.
Oh god. I'm afraid of the dark now.
Oh wow.
And fire.
No. No. This is serious fear of the dark. I'm afraid of the dark. I feel like there's always someone watching me right now. I start pointing the musket in random directions.
If I uses her control flames to let the fire that we have going burn twice as bright to light up the darkness.
All right. And you all get a long rest. So anything you would have lost, you get back.
Okay.
I is paranoid about Winston in her game. Well, no, so Callie's character Arlie has a little stuffed duck, and we have her Arlie in our 2e game, and Aya has Arlie in her 5e game. And apparently, Winston is possessed by a demon or something. We don't know in the 5e game.
Oh no.
But we'll move on to the next section, which is when you awake. You guys, it's seems to be a normal kind of. It seems to be still daytime, actually. Like barely any time has passed. And you all slept though really well. And when you're awake, you see that Wyatt is still there. He's kind of sitting there brewing some potions and stuff. Looks up to you and says, I take it your rest was very well used.
Yes.
Now you should get going though. You have the key. He kind of points to the yellow one and says, it's over, if you want, it's over there. The first castle, at least.
Not before I had my coffee. And Eva proceeds to make herself a coffee that is has almost like a honey-like substance. That's how strong it is. And then just continues to spoon that. That's the right stuff.
M just looks at that. That's disgusting.
That's what everyone tells me, but I love it.
No, just in general. How can you even eat or drink?
I don't know, how can you?
Yeah.
Weird military skeleton mummy thing.
Is there any bacon being cooked?
There is not.
Is there any
He
food
doesn't
being
seem-
cooked?
Nope, there is potions being brewed, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, Eva's breakfast is coffee and a cigarette.
So what was it? The Swedish. I remember seeing a meme of like the Swedish breakfast or something like that, or the Russian breakfast. I can't remember.
I know a different name, but I don't know how well I can translate it into English.
Yeah,
Let's not go there.
Yes. So, with you guys waking up, and you can start heading to the first castle if you'd like.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, we would go there. Who did Wyatt give the key to?
Probably you. Actually, one sec. I'm gonna roll something quickly. Who here would you say is the most trustworthy between the three of you? I would say probably
the
Ellie.
defragger. Yes, the defragger. Definitely.
He'll give it to Ellie then.
I do not look trustworthy at all.
No,
Eva would
and-
probably accidentally melt the key.
Yeah, no. He even says when he hands it to Ellie, he says, "I would give it to you, Effa, but I'm not sure you'd be able to make it. You'd make it to the castle with it.
No hard feelings.
I'm also afraid you might sell it or something."
Don't want that stupid thing anyway. He turns around, starts off walking towards the castle.
Don't let kind of pause. Don't get your feathers all ruffled.
That was a stretch. even
Feathers,
for
and
you.
she like kind of as if she had
This
feathers.
is her
Like,
hair.
what feathers? Where are feathers?
And just kind of good luck. Watch out for the animatronic horrors.
Okay. Hold on. Puts on what looks like a pharaoh's headdress. Okay, I got this.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so you guys start heading towards the castle, and it's a bit of it's not a huge walk. It's probably about a 10-minute walk to get there, and you notice that it's pretty big, like towers over you. One second, I'm just gonna scroll back. It's more. I should say that actually. Sorry, it's not actually that loud. Big. I've just realized. Look at the description. A small yellow bricked castle. Calling it a castle is actually sort of a misnomer. It has the appearance of a squat castle, but it is the size of a large barn. As you approach it, you hear electric thrums and whistles. The large metal double doors are locked, and an indentation of a bird can be seen on the left one. And right beside it, you notice that the key would fit that perfectly. And you see a sign right off to the left of it, hanging off kind of cockeyed a bit, and it says, "Welcome to Drunky Cheesers."
Oh my gosh.
Eva looks to him. Well, dead people first.
Okay. Unlock the door, and I'm just gonna kick it in and bust in. Crossbow forward.
What's not?
You can see Eva face palming in the background.
I thought you'd be sending a tweet or something.
She forgot her phone. She burned it by accident.
All right, well, I'll read another little description. You step into a musty restaurant and are seized upon by the stench of whiskey and rotting cheese. In front of you is a row of broken arcade cabinets with a handful that are still flashing.
When do we get to Scotland?
To your left is a check-in station with smashed windows. You can hear faint sounds coming from behind it. There is a soft sound of fluorescent bulbs popping above you. Near the bulbs, you see a latticework of plastic tubes bolted to the decaying ceiling, intended for children to crawl in. There are holes all through the piping. Along the walls are broken signs pointing to various locations in the building. Every wall you see is plastered with the face of a brown horse with a half-full wine glass as its face marking pattern.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna start I'm gonna take my crossbow with the butt of it, just start tapping the floor. Just making some
And
noise.
all right, one moment.
It smells awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as you kind of smack a couple times, you hear like it seems like there's concrete underneath, and it's not making a loud noise, but it's making a tick, 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 which seems to more or less be drowned out by all the other noises being made by the arcade machines.
Hmm.
And do you guys proceed further into it?
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to attempt to stealth over to the arcade machines.
All right. One moment. So there's kind of in the building. So you walked in, and so I'm going to try to describe it as best by showing my hand. But you walked into the thing. To the left is the check-in station. Straight ahead is the row of arcade, but you can either go left or right to get there. Because there's a small little subdividing wall. And then to your right, there seems to be a wall blocking off something, and you can see some water leaking out from near. Sorry, it's a closed door. It's kind of like a wall, and then you see the ball pit to the right as well.
Okay, I'll first check the check-in station then.
All right. Can you roll me an investigation check?
Okay. And just so you know, my stealth was a natural 1.
Oof.
Yeah, I have disadvantage on it too.
Oof.
Investigation +2. That's a non-natural 20.
All right. Well, one sec. Just seeing. So, as you start investigating the check-in station, you can kind of you can see just the tip of a lizard-like tail.
How big is it?
It's pretty small.
I'm gonna take a look. I have dark vision.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. Don't I? I should have. No, I don't have dark vision, huh? I'm gonna take a look closer to see and try and see if I can get the little lizard to come out.
Well, it's a bit bigger than a little lizard, and actually, given your stealth, as you get close enough to kind of like investigate, the tail moves, and you see a kobold, and I am going to share a picture to you guys of what this kobold looks like. Well, these kobolds, I should say, as I want everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, darn it. I thought it was gonna be 3 kobolds in an animatronic suit.
No, not yet. What I mean,
And
what?
there's another natural 1.
Oof. One moment. I just sent the picture into the Zoom call because
I will not be able to access it, but thank you.
Oh, okay, I'll drop it into the chat into our Team Genius server then.
Thank you.
Also, drawn by Luis and his amazing art. So,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
all right. So we'll start with you, George. You got what?
I rolled a total of 3.
All right.
I rolled.
Anyone lower than that? Penny or Hera?
No.
I rolled a dirty 20.
All right. And Ellie, what did you roll?
13.
All right. And all right, Ifa, you're first.
All right, let me just check a spell that I might.
And I'm gonna you see 5 of these kobolds kind of lurking around. And like they're not all grouped together, but they were all kind of hiding.
Sorry, I was reading a spell description. Can you come again? Sorry.
There are 5 kobolds,
Yes.
though they are not all grouped together. They kind of were lurking around in the shadows.
Okay. So they're like spread out all over the place.
Yes,
Do they look aggressive? Like they're about to attack us, or?
they're
Or they're
bikers.
just
Yes,
Oh, okay.
they're biker kobolds.
All right. I'm
Hold on,
going.
Harry, did you see the picture I sent for him?
I mean, that seems like the kind of folk Alpha would hang out with. So, she's going to like pick the nearest round and cast Mind Sliver at him.
All right. What?
That's an intelligence saving throw against 14.
He passes.
Jesus.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 on the die.
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
yeah, that's my turn. No, wait, I'm going to move like. Is there something? I mean, we're just like inside. I'm going to just like move to the side of the door after I cast
All
this
right.
spell.
Yeah, you so yeah, you feasibly could. Well, I figure you're all in like the main area, so you could pop behind like the garbage. There's a garbage can you could pop behind, or just move back to the wall where you entered, pretty much, if you want to take cover.
Yeah, I'm going to move back to the wall.
All right. Now, Ellie, your turn.
Okay. Can I only see the one that's behind the counter?
You can kind of see all of them. You can see that there's 5 of them.
Okay. She is going to pull her short bow back out and shoot the one closest to her.
All right, roll to hit.
$11.
That's a miss.
Okay. And she will. Effa, did you go behind the wall or the garbage can?
The
I
wall.
would be at the wall.
Okay. Ellie will duck behind the garbage can to give her some cover.
Well, the kobold's turn. And currently, there is only one person in melee range with them.
Come and get me.
So, pinata time as all of them pull out their maces. And if you see the picture, it's pretty much a biker helmet on a pole.
Mm-hmm.
You think you got me? I'm not scared of you.
1 hit.
What'd you roll?
18 on the die plus
Okay.
18. What's your armor class again, just so
16.
I know for sure?
16.
All right. That's a miss. The 1 hit. That's a hit. That was 17. That's 16. So 3 and 1 more. Oof. That's a nat 20.
Hmm.
So 4 hits, 1 crit. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
Oh wow.
that hurts.
Yeah, they all have pack tactics, so
From all of the attacks or just from the crit?
for all of them.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, they're more or less. You are now pretty much also surrounded, M,
Okay,
as they are more or less like just pounding on you.
okay.
And it is now your turn.
I'm going to do something that will either be seen as very brilliant or incredibly stupid. Sleep centered on me. I don't sleep. Oh wait, no, so I can't fall asleep, so it's not stupid.
Actually, I'm not sure that you get sleep resistance. I can't remember, but I don't think you have resistance to being put to sleep.
True,
Eric, you check for me. You would know that, so I'm not going to force you to stick.
but it goes to the
Whoever has
lowest
the
hit
lowest
points,
total.
correct? And I'm hoping because these are kobolds that they have a little bit less than what I have right now.
What do you currently have?
10.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Roll your damage.
14, 15, 19, 21 hit points worth of creatures fall asleep.
So 2 of them fall asleep.
So
Okay.
yes, you are not immune to being put to sleep.
Well, that did not work out as well as I had hoped.
All right.
Oh no.
And anything
Can I-
else?
Can I make an intimidate check as a bonus action or no?
Sure. Try it. It'll be at disadvantage though, because you are
Okay.
currently surrounded by them.
You think that's tough? Why, this is just a massage for me. And I'll aim the crossbow at them. So, disadvantage. That's
That one.
a 14 and a 15 on the dice, so 14, 19 total.
All right. Well, that did not beat their insight, so they look a little they obviously look intimidated by you, and one of them takes a slight step back, but they're still confident in at least their numbers against you right now. Effa,
Okay.
Yep.
George, they matched you what you got.
And defenders win.
Yeah.
Okay, so how far am I away from M and the kobolds there?
You're probably about let me just check what it looks like. M's there. You're about 10 feet away.
Okay, then I'm going to move up. I probably can't hit them with burning hands without hitting M.
Yeah. You
Okay.
pretty much.
So I'm using Careful Spell to have M automatically succeed on the saving throw, so you only take half damage. As I run up.
Honestly, Hera, I'll even rule that I'm just gonna make that one. It's an auto, no damage, because I find it dumb that it doesn't. Because Evo Wizard gets it for free and can do it with every single evocation spell. So
Nice, because then I'm going to use instead my.
no, you have to still use subtle. You have to still use the spell for it. Yes, I'm not going to give it to you for free.
Oh, I'm dumb. Sorry.
But I'm going to allow it so that it does no damage to your allies when you use it.
It's 8 damage. Oh wait, I should do this. 8 damage. Unless they save against
what's the saving
13,
throw?
13. Because I'm using again my
Dex save too,
yep,
right?
Yep.
So that's a fail. That's a pass. That is a fail. That is
the ones that are unconscious should probably automatically fail.
So that is 2 passes, 3 fails, as 3 of them just light up in flames.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and M sees basically how fire just goes around him.
Let's not burn the castle down.
It's like, see, I can control this.
Hey, Hera, roll me a d20.
18.
All right. Yep. Nope. Nothing catches on fire this time.
Yay.
Ellie, there are
Okay.
2 kobolds still standing. They look pretty charred.
Okay. She will pull out the light hammer and walk towards them and swing at one of them.
All right. Roll to hit.
Mhm. 16.
That's a hit.
Okay.
How much damage did you do?
5 points of damage.
All right. That's another dead kobold.
Okay.
And now it's their turn. The final one is going to disengage and run away.
Okay. Uses the disengage action.
Disengage and runs away. It knows better than to not disengage. All right. And it runs, the 30 feet. Do any of you chase?
I'm gonna shoot.
As he, and actually, 1 sec. He does drop his weapons when he runs. And all right, shoot. Roll to hit.
Okay. That is a 13.
That misses. Or actually, it hits, but it plinks off his armor.
Actually, sorry. That's a 14 because I have the +1 first
still
range
plinks
attack
off
per
his
turn.
armor. It still plinks off his armor.
Okay.
Yeah, they got pretty good armor class, actually. All right. And Effa?
Firebolt.
Yeah, your turn. Firebolt.
I'm
All right.
firebolting him. That's the 21.
That hit.
9 damage.
All right. You kind of firebolt it, and it just lights it on, catches fire, and it drops.
That's how you shoot. 2M.
Roll a d20. I'm going to do this every time now, Hera.
15.
All right. Nothing catches fire.
Oh god.
Yes,
gonna
I am
end.
doing this.
This is gonna end in catastrophe.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it will. That's my favorite way for things to end, Hera. You should know this by now.
Mm-hmm. So if I use careful spell, things won't catch on fire?
No. Because I made you roll for the careful fire one, too. Anytime you use fire, I'm going to make you roll. I'm not going to tell you the DC for it, though, so... Because that just makes it more fun. All right, so... With them now downed, you can see where he was heading towards, which was left path and straight up past the arcade machines. Where do you guys go?
Before we move on, let's take a look to see if they had anything on them.
Mhm.
I mean, you can poke at
Yeah,
those
no,
burned bodies.
there's a lot of burnt mess because someone lit them all on fire.
Yeah, I still search through the bodies for anything.
They got nothing on them that you can use. They have a couple daggers, but
I collect the kobold daggers. So 2 kobold daggers.
they're just standard daggers.
Okay.
They're kind of like short swords to them.
And
shrugs.
okay.
All right, and So do you guys kind of head towards the? You said you wanted to head towards the arcade machines, right?
Yes.
If I also, she just shrugs as like Emma's looking through the cobalt. She just shrugs and walks towards the arcade machines. Climbs over the little like wall that is there.
No, it's like a full wall. It's like where it's. Like,
oh, you
so Hera, hold on, stop. Look at me for a moment.
I'm looking at you.
Entrance. Straight forward, there's a wall, kind of where the arcade machines stretch down, or are you jumping into the check-in booth?
Oh no, I thought you already described like a wall, and it sounded like it was just like a small separating wall. I thought it was like
No, it's more or less where they would have put the power through to. Where they would have put one of the power outlets for the entire wall of the machines.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, no, you can just kind of walk around. The wall's not that big. It's about a 10-foot wide wall.
Okay.
So you can just walk by, and I'll just read you a little description.
Yeah, she's just gonna walk by them.
Along a translucent but grimy plastic wall is a row of 8 arcade machines. You can barely see through the other side of the wall, where there are 8 more arcade machines. Most of them have shattered screens, and some others are folded down on themselves. 6 of them appear to be in working order, though they have also felt the abuse of time. Each one glows with a different primary color.
I'm gonna check out these arcade machines if they're like, I don't know, any good games in them.
6 of them glowing, each with a. So they're
primary color.
So they're 2 red, 2 blue, 2 yellow, or.
Let's say, let me look at because it doesn't say. It just says each glowing with a primary color. So probably 2 of each.
Okay.
It does say where I could find it. But yeah, no. I'll go into more detail of what color they're glowing afterwards. But the ones that are currently alive, though, I'm going to read you some of the titles of the ones you come across. So the first one you come across is a Freedy Fighter 2. Next one is Adolescent Monstrous Samurai Turtles. Another one is Dragonborn's Lair. Another one is Big Dinosaur Hunter. Electrum Axe. Altered Feast. Magic Missile Command. Satyr Invaders. Double Dungeons. Mind Slayer. And Immortal Wombats. I love all this shit. It's amazing that all the jokes they have put in.
I'm gonna go to the 3D Fighter console and just like, I don't know, I guess there needs some coin.
Okay, sorry, it's not primary. This is what the colors are: yellow, orange, red, blue, green, white. I don't know why they say primary colors on here, but I might have also. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. And so 1 sec. So I'm just gonna determine which one you press by a dice roll, or which one of 3D Fighters is.
As
that one
should be the orange or red one.
It's the red one. Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure my crossbow's reloaded.
Yep. And all right, do you press any? What do you do with that, Effa?
I want to play some 3D Fighter.
So you press start, pretty much, right?
Yep.
This thing you hear. A new challenger approaches, and you select your character. There's a selection of different, Afrits and other such creatures. I'm assuming you pick the strongest one with the best arms.
Yes. The strongest go up with the best arms. So
I mean, yeah.
Important detail.
All right. And you hear fairly loud goes as you pick it, and it just goes round 1. Fight. And roll initiative.
Ah, all of us?
All of you.
Oh my god.
14.
Also, what did you do?
8.
I'm just
Alright.
playing a game. I don't know.
So
I don't know why this incorporeal voice said roll initiative. What does it even mean? Help.
you got 14, Effa.
Yep.
Ellie, you got 12, you said?
13.
Or 13? All right.
And yeah, I got a 8.
All right. So one moment. Yeah, I'm going to apologize. It is going to be very combat heavy, but that's one shots for you. So
Yeah.
as you see a group of 7 kobolds running at you.
Oh my god.
How close? Oh, not my turn yet.
Effa,
I'm
You are first.
with a 14. Wow.
yes.
How are they approaching me exactly?
Well, they kind of seem to be running at you, not all grouped together again, but yes, I am countering as much of this stuff as possible from you. But they, you maybe if you were going to do an AOE thing, you might get 2 of them.
That's not really worth it. 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna firebolt the first one.
Roll to hit.
18 on the die, so I
Hit.
assume that's a hit. That's only 3 damage though, so no crispy cobalt yet.
All right. Actually, what I'm going to make you do is every time you kill something, that's when you get to
Okay.
have to roll it. All right, and that's your turn?
Yep.
Ellie.
She's gonna pull the hammer back out and try to hit one.
All right, roll to hit. I'm assuming the same one that Effa attacked?
Yes.
All right,
16.
that's a hit.
Four.
All right, and you hit it, and you just hear like a crack as you drop the cobalt.
Okay.
And it is now their turn. As we'll just do 1, 2, 3. Oh, perfect. Each of you are going to take 2 attacks. First one is I'm going to get Effa. First one pulls a knife on you. And what's your armor class again, Effa?
16.
All right, first one misses. Second one swings at you with his mace and hits, dealing.
Shields.
Sorry, hold on. Let me just double check. So, what's your armor class? You said 16. All right, yeah. So you hit it and it just kind of clunk as you use shield.
Yep, because then I have 21.
All right, and then now it is on Ellie.
Wait,
What is your armor class, Ellie?
15.
All right, that's 1 hit, 2 hits,
Okay.
as they both lay into you with their clubs. Only dealing 2 damage. Jesus. And the last 2 go after you. That's 1 hit. I'm assuming 19 on the die, or
Yep.
19. And the second one, 16. Does that hit?
My armor class is a 16.
So it hits. You take 4 points of damage.
Okay. Still up.
And it is your turn. Speaking of
Okay.
being still up.
So, can I angle myself so that the 2 who are fighting against me, I can angle both of them into a 15-foot cone
Yes.
with the 2 attacking one of the others?
Where would you have been? You were searching bodies. Potentially, you can catch one other.
One other. Which one would they be attacking?
Probably they would be attacking Ellie because
M was the one. Sorry, because Ava was playing.
Effa was the furthest
Yeah,
away.
Effa. Okay, so yeah,
Effa.
I will. Ava, I will.
Hera's gonna bitch and moan. It's Hera.
I will angle it
I've
so
used it.
that I can hit one of the ones attacking Ellie as well, and I'm gonna bloodshot.
All right, all three of them fail.
Okay,
One
That's
of which crit failed, so
that's
it's probably very dead.
11 points of necrotic
Yeah, all of them are
plus
dead.
4 points of piercing.
All of them are dead just from the 11 points.
Yep, and I regain 2 hit points.
Whoop. Effa, you are still getting attacked by 2. And actually, as you're here, you hear oh as your character falls down, and then you hear round 2, fight.
Are more
It's your turn.
kobolds approaching?
No.
Okay, I'm casting. One moment, I need to check this if I rag everything here and hit more than that.
You could, if you have an angle, hit 3, the last 3. If depending on what you're using.
So how many kobolds are within 10 feet of me?
Probably only the 2 attacking you.
But with burning hands, for example, I could catch the remaining 3.
Yes.
Yeah, then they're gonna burn.
Burn, baby, burn. What's your DC?
14, because now I'm using a spell.
All right. 2 passes, 1 crit fail.
Okay, so I rolled 11 for the damage. No, 12, sorry, 12.
All right. So the 2 that passed look crispy still. They're not dead, but the last one, however, very dead. Roll a d20.
15.
Nothing catches. Ellie.
Okay. Is there still one attacking me, or
There is 1 on you and 1 on Effa.
okay? She will hit the one attacking her with the hammer again.
All right, roll that.
$17.
That is a hit. You don't need to roll damage. It's dead. Because it had 1 HP remaining.
Aww.
All right, and that's the next one's turn. There's 1 left. And again, this one will try to disengage and run away. This time, 1 sec. Let me just see. You would have been about there. Wait. Yeah, about there. He moves about 30 feet and ducks behind one of the, more or less ducking behind cover of one of the arcade machines. And it is now M's turn.
Can I move? Do I have enough movement to get to it?
Not enough movement to get to it, no, but you could get closer and you could still take a shot at them. They're only at like half cover.
Okay, I'm gonna move closer to get a clearer shot and take a shot with my musket.
Roll to hit.
That I'm going to use my gunslinger for first range attack in a turn, +1 to hit, so it's 18-22.
That's a hit and a kill.
Okay.
You don't need to roll damage. It's 1 HP left.
Gonna reload that musket and turn
All right.
to Effa. Yeah, we probably shouldn't play any more of these games until we figure out if there's a prize for it.
But it's fun. I turned it on. Have I lost already?
You have like maybe like a pixel of health left. You could probably get back and save your character if you really tried.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right. Well, roll me a roll me an acrobatics. We'll just do that.
While this is happening, I'm going to look around to see if there's any writing anywhere.
23.
All right, you managed to get back just in time and pull a block into a full combo, more or less. Well, sorry, they're just pulling off like a super just as you get back, and you manage to completely parry the entire combo,
Yes.
comboing into your own your own super, killing them.
Yes. I know that reference.
If you don't get the reference, it's the Daigo full parry, where in a professional tournament in Evo, a player had like a pixel of HP left and managed to full counter Chun-Li's super into winning the match.
It's a pretty hype moment.
I'll send the link later. It's cool as shit to watch and is like quintessential FGC stuff. So, you said you were going to search stuff around M?
Yes, I want to see if there's any writing anywhere, anything that kind of says if there's a challenge to complete, if there's anything that we get for winning these games, or if they're just a time-wasting distraction.
Mm-hmm.
It's an arcade. It's a time-wasting distraction.
The arcade.
Obviously.
It's an arcade. You don't even need to search for it's a time-wasting distraction.
Okay.
Or did I have to put any coins in it? And how when?
Nope, you did not.
Nice.
It seems that the kobolds might have rigged them to be free for them to play.
Let's see. I go over to Magic Missile Command. I take out my metal knuckles and I just punch the thing. And I punch the glass to break it.
1 moment.
Dude, what this shit? It's free arcades.
I never liked Magic Missile Command. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of shit, but
Do you know
It was
how
bullshit.
many?
It always hits.
Do you know how many copper coins I lost to this?
how did you lose copper coins to this? It's magic missile. It always hits.
No,
Yeah.
you're fighting against the magic missiles.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's even dumber.
No, Harry, it's the whole. It's like as much as it's meant to be missile command, my brain went to it's a shmup, pretty much like a bullet hell shooter.
Oh no, wait! It's missile command, and you have to cast shield to
Yes.
protect them. That makes a lot of sense.
All right.
Because shield protects you.
Roll to hit.
Okay. That is a non-natural 20.
All right. You punch the screen,
And it screams.
and as you hit, you kind of contact. You see the screen shatter, and then it almost knits back together.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn, these are cool.
Oh. This game really wants. This really wants it hard. I'm gonna pull out my stun baton, and I'm just gonna try and find where the electrical port is and just shove it in there and just electrocute the thing.
Roll a dex saving throw.
Okay.
You're gonna electrocute yourself.
That is, for everyone's entertainment, a 1.
You take
Oh,
12
no.
points of electric damage.
I'm unconscious.
So you guys all see M punch the screen, shatters, and you don't actually, Fa, you wouldn't know exactly what happened because you are currently in round 3 of your game. But you then hear, and Ellie, you would see, the comedic, when someone gets electrocuted and it's like the skeleton and everything's lit up.
Oh my god, does he become a person?
That's
yes, no. When he gets electrocuted, instead of bones, you see a fleshy body show up and flicker in and out of existence, and then he drops unconscious.
Eva begins laughing as she sees this. It's like just. Oh my god, that was so fucking funny. Did you see that? Did you see that?
You didn't. Roll me a concentration saving throw to see if you actually notice this and if you can manage to not get the shit kicked out of you during
Nat 20.
All right, yeah, you can manage to see that, and you pull your eyes, do another backup. You're fighting. You're pretty. Here, roll me a acrobatics check again, or sleight of hand this time.
Yeah, that's cocked.
For
Nat
everyone.
20, what the shit?
All right, well, you managed to pull off like a full those
Perfect.
combos that are like an infinite, almost like an infinite, and you manage to finish them off right there, and you go, here, you win.
See, I'm good at this. I should have gone pro a long time ago. I could have made a lot of money, I think.
All right, Ellie, are you doing anything when you see M?
But no, why does I go to school, finish a degree? Wait, is that guy okay? Should we like? I mean, he's already dead.
Ellie, what are you doing?
When all this happened, she was going towards the door that the cobalt was running towards, but then she sees electrocute himself, so she's gonna go back and try to wipe with his pockets or his bag or whatever, and try and get one of the potions out.
All right, and yeah, you can find that pretty easily. You saw where he put them.
I'm not gonna lie.
Also, I don't
I
really have
completely
much.
forgot that I would have given him more healing potion.
Oh my gosh!
At least it doesn't do any damage.
Yeah.
This doesn't help.
As you look through, you realize that M doesn't really have much except a lot of different clothing. It looks like just different costumes. He's just got a whole bunch of different costumes, some weapons, a thieves kit, and that's about it.
I don't know.
All right, but yeah, so you find it pretty easily, and you can kind of slop the healing potion. I'll put that in quotes. The hurting potion for you guys is the healing potion for M.
Mhm. And when he's conscious again, I'm like, "What did you think was gonna happen?"
That I would kill that game.
Without killing yourself?
I should have known I would have fought back.
Also, you notice that the screen is now blank, like no color coming from it.
Also, how much do I heal?
Roll the die. Roll a healing potion for yourself.
Okay. That is 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, you get 6 HP back then. As you know, you recover from your electrifying experience.
You know, I'm not really shocked that game tried to kill me. I am shocked that I won, though.
You hear the little like 8-bit theme of the game.
Wait, do we all hear it, or is it just stuck in my
All
head
of
now?
you.
It's just M. Oh my god, only he hears it.
I shoot it with the crossbow.
Oh my gosh.
That's an 8.
Yeah, no, you miss. You managed to miss it. You like try to shoot it, it just missed completely.
Let's not waste our time in here.
At least I played a game and won and pulled off something really amazing. Like,
So what'd you win?
And then actually, you see the transition thing go off, and you're fighting the next opponent. Now.
oh shit! Oh, wait.
And it's like this big, bulky guy with like barely any clothes on, and he just kind of like does this attack where just very, very fast, repeated hand strikes.
Oh, that's not quite as good. That's what is it? Sleight of hand?
Yeah, sleight of hand.
15.
First round, it beats you.
Ooh.
No.
You want to roll that? And then it goes round 2, fight.
Ooh. That's 8.
It drops you again, and as you see, and this time it got, and as you see this words "perfect" flash up on the screen,
Ooh.
and you go,
Hey,
"You
look.
lose."
Oh,
Try, continue, and it counts slow counting down, and your character like standing like just the lost picture. Your character looks just beaten to shit.
And that's why I never went pro. I can't when other people are watching.
Oh, come on. You can do it again. M just walks right up behind you. Come on. You can do it. You're doing it before.
Fine. I do press continue.
Oh my gosh.
As you press continue,
We're gonna die in this room.
are.
So hard in this.
all the machines go dark suddenly,
Oh,
and after a moment, they spring back to life with the main screen now being the screen being back to the main screen.
Well, that was weird.
is there anything different about the room?
No, everything seems to be the same. It seems like just for a moment, the machines reset themselves all at the same time.
Okay.
Well, act me on, so I'm gonna play another game.
We probably shouldn't do this. Let's at least see if there's anything else here first.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Who knows? Maybe there are prizes
I'm
we can
really
steal.
good at this, though. I'm really good.
So the nearest, where you guys are, you see to the left of you there is what looks like a kitchen. To the right, on the opposite side of the wall, there is the ball pit, and then up near the ball pit, like up above, keep going topwards, you can kind of see the dining area of the restaurant. Would you like to go?
Where do you guys want? Balls or food?
Judging
Food.
by the smell of rotten cheese, the food probably won't be that good anymore. But maybe I can burn it. Maybe burned rotten cheese doesn't smell as bad as rotten
It's
cheese.
probably
Old
really good.
rotten cheese.
Do you head into the kitchens?
Well, there may be more kobolds there.
There might be some in the ball pit too.
There's probably some in the ball pit.
You
Kobolds. There's 100% some in the ball
You
pit.
kidding me? The only thing that's in the ball pit are dead kids.
So you're heading towards the kitchen then?
Yeah. Sure.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not fighting dead
Smack
kids.
'em.
It's fine when they're alive, but I'm not fighting dead kids.
I'm cool with taking their money when they're alive, not when they're dead. All right. So as you guys head to the kitchen and open the door, a small swarm of flies escape. On the north wall, there are oven spaces between small countertops. Above the stoves, there is a large menu. On the south, another countertop covered in glass. From the smashed serving windows, trays and plates are thrown and smashed all over the floor and counters. And you can see the floor here is pretty slick. Like there's been some
Some what?
grease poured on it.
Oh god.
Uh,
I
No,
have-
sorry, I
have a-
should say grease poured on it. Sorry, I should say grease. Like when a place kind of, obviously, it's a fry kitchen, so there's going to be oil, and it just the oil being around just makes everything else oily.
condensation
Yeah.
Yeah.
of oil.
I thought that was
Hold
like
on.
the floor was covered in grease, and I just imagined, okay, the moment I cast a fire spell, the whole fucking place will light up in flames.
Hold on. Are there any salt shakers in the area we were just at, or any salt shakers within reach?
No, there is not.
Can I see any salt shakers?
You cannot. You're not in the dining area though, so if you want to go to the dining, maybe. But
I say we
also,
go to
something tells you might not find enough salt to help with what you're trying to do, which is assume salt the floor so you have better traction.
one, yes, but two, we only need a thin path.
That's true.
So
One
are you guys
moment.
going to pull back? Oh,
I only can clean or sell an object that is no larger than 1 cubic foot, so I check it.
yeah, a floor is a bit bigger than 1 cubic foot, I think.
Couldn't you
Yeah.
just clean off a cubic foot of it at a time?
No, it has to be an object.
Yeah.
Okay.
Floor isn't an
However,
object.
I'm going to use Produce Flame to create a flame in my hand, and then I'm going to use Control Flame, and just going to put like basically like a flame vacuum in the ground, and just going to burn everything off that is in front of us.
It doesn't really catch. Actually, no. Hold on, Hera, roll me a d20.
15 again. What the shit? Every time I roll a 15, when you ask me to roll this.
The kitchen catches a flame
Oh, no.
Well,
as you see her do this fire thing, and then whoomph, as you feel for a moment all the oxygen just sucked out of the area as an intense fire very quickly catches, and then water starts spraying out, and you hear alarms going off.
If this is grease
Wonderful.
and oil and there's water spraying out, wouldn't that be very, very bad?
yes.
Yes.
We may want to get
Actually,
out of this
it's
room.
not as much of a grease fire as it's, it's literally, it's a very thin layer, so it just more or less burns the oil, grease right away.
Okay.
And it's now
So
just burning the vinyl and linoleum.
Yeah. I mean, which the water would actually help with. And very soon, are you guys going to be moving away from this?
Let's get away from here. There are alarms going off.
Well, it's
Something's
like a
coming.
fire alarm.
I mean, I don't think there won't be any kobolds in there anymore now, possibly. And
Also,
I think I
how
can
do-
use Control Flames to create a path for us.
I mean, you can
to
just
park
wait.
the flames.
You can just wait a moment, and the fire more or less is smothered by the water.
How
And-
defensible do the food does the how defensible is the area, say if we hopped over the counter?
Not that. The glass is smashed. And as you're waiting, actually, I'm going to read you something quickly because I love the jokes and such. On the menu, there you see something. I'm assuming you're bored. You're just kind of looking at the menu and some of the foods on there are the Return of the Jedi, Burger Strikes Back, Back to the French Fries, Robo Coke, 1.21 Gigawaffles, Die Ham 2, Die Ham 2, Ham Harder, Predators, Indiana Scones, Smoothie and the Yeast, Toast Custards, Top Buns, and Cheese Goonies.
Oh my gosh.
I like top buns.
All of those are. My favorite was Predators. You didn't catch the first one, did you? And
Well,
and then the fire burns out.
did there appear to be any other exits from this room?
One moment. Let me scroll back up again. Yes, there seem to be a couple doors. There seems to be one down below and one up above. And then the smashed out glass. You can just hop the entire thing.
Yeah.
There's a few. There's a lot of ways to get in and out of this.
So, I guess we're trying to get deeper in here. We need to find a map or something.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I doubt they'd give the cooks the map. They don't need it. They just need to stay here and cook. Just
Mhm.
chained to their grills.
What century are you exactly from?
And that just goes on for like 5 minutes.
We kind of got rid of slavery. We had like a couple of wars over that. It's like,
Well, no, it's a different type. It's more they had
Wage
to
slavery.
yeah, it was more they had to work for their money, but the money was so poor that they really couldn't do anything else other than work for that money.
who works for the money? Oh wait,
Yeah.
that's why I go to school. Ah, shit, I forgot. I should have really gone with a pro thing. That would have been so much better.
And also, you would know that they're really not. So, Effa, probably you, would know this better than anyone else, considering you in this thing. Generally, these kind of places don't have a map of themselves. They have signs, and you've seen a few of them, directing you to certain places. But there's no maps, really. There's no need for that, right? You know where to go from the signs.
There's also not that big of a place, right?
Yes.
What kind of map? What do you expect? Like a deep underground dungeon below this?
No, I'm just more looking for anywhere like a main office where they may actually hold something that's of value or of use.
I
You
think
know that's at the back.
we're supposed to find like the key here, probably for the next castle, and then there for the next castle,
And probably probably back in the office where all the important stuff is kept.
makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, also, can you give me a perception check? Disadvantage.
Why are we at disadvantage for all this?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's a 7.
Yes, I would. Sweet, I rolled the same thing twice. That is a 9.
What is yours, Effa?
7.
And yours, Ellie?
13.
And then everyone roll me insight, please.
Okay.
With or without advantage?
With normal, just general.
17.
7.
Oh. 22.
7.
So, Ellie and M.
Yeah?
M, you feel a very, very piercing set of eyes staring at you. Ellie, you can feel like something's watching. Not you in particular. It actually seems to be focusing on M, as far as you can tell.
Mm.
About 10 more minutes, Hera. Or we can
Okay.
just call it here. Let's do it. We can probably just call it here. Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm because it's getting really late.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think this is a good spot. We're in the spot, a holding pattern. Everybody, level your characters up 1 level.
Oh, sweet. Level 4.
How I'm doing this is I'll, at the end of the session, however many, there's set milestones pretty much where you'll level. If you level at any point during the session, I will level you at the end of the game. You could potentially gain more than 1 level per thing, depending on how fast you move through things. And I am running you at a higher level because there is a lot of combat, and there's some particularly brutal encounters.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way: the one I currently there's 2 I currently have next docketed. One is a CR3, one is a CR5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, however, that's it for tonight. Sorry for the later session, but hey, sometimes things happen. But I'll be running this next week, hopefully, if we have at least 3 players here.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time. Hope you join us.
See you next time.